Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, please do subscribe, like, share, comment. And for any questions, please feel free to ask. I am here to help you. We are going to create this beautiful yellow flower, which I already have it on a tutorial that I just finished uploading with a table runner. This is going to be all around the table runner, which I'm creating them now to finish up the second part of the tutorial. The thing is, I was thinking that not everybody is going to be creating that table runner, of course. So for some people that would like to have the tutorial on this flower, they would have to go through that video for the table runner in order to proceed creating the flowers. So I decided to do an individual video just for this flower that you can use on any pattern that you like. So we're going to get started on it. I'm using a 100% 4-ply cotton. This is Portuguese thread. And so you have to remember that each country varies on the thickness and the thinness of the thread. Not necessarily that my 4-ply cotton will be the same size as yours in your country. You have to see what best fits you. And you know that the thicker you go, the bigger the pattern, the bigger the flower. The thinner you go, well, the smaller the flower. So you have to see what size really that works best for you for your pattern. So I'm going to use needle number 3 and of course a pair of scissors, and I do have some pearls that I'm adding on to the flower. So I'm going to show you 2 ways you can proceed. You can do it this way, and on the back I have already added the space to create leaves or whatever you'd like I have on this one here, or you can just leave it as is and add on to the pattern this way by just either sewing it in, gluing it in, but I don't suggest just gluing. I suggest sewing and gluing, and or crochet in whatever way you're working with whatever pattern you're doing. So you can have it this way without the leaves or without any other pattern attached. I have more leaves on here that will be attached to this table runner that I'm creating. So I'll show you this way, and then I'll show you putting on the leaves the other way. So you can work around it, whatever works for you best or what you think you'd like to have it on. And of course, you can choose also the color that you would like. As you can see, it's a 3D, but it's not a very thick 3D. So it's just perfect if you don't want it too high. It's perfect for that. So we're going to get started, people. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Please don't forget to give it those thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video. Thank you so much. So the first thing we're going to do is the magic ring. For a lot of you that still don't know how to make the magic ring, you would do a 6 chain stitch and close it in on the first chain with a slip stitch. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of thread out so I can have enough thread to put my pearl on. So I'm going to turn once here, just like that, and I'm going to grab my thread from the back and bring it here, and then I would take it out of my fingers, and I am going, hold on a minute, got all lost here for a second. Oh, let's retry this again. Okay, grab it from the back and hold your thread there. Okay, so we're going to go up chain 3. This would equal a double crochet, and inside of here we're going to do 15 more. With the 3 that we went up, it would equal 16 double crochets. So we need to have 16 double crochets inside of the magic ring. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished doing the 16 double crochet. I'd come where my string is, I'd pull on it to close in my space and not have a big hole there. So I close it completely. Now, you can leave the string from the magic circle in the back, and then at the end you're going to pull your needle through the back and pull a string to the front to put your pearl. Or I usually bring it already to the front by just pulling it like that. It gives me less work to do at the end. Well, it doesn't really change much, but I guess you get used to doing certain ways. So then you'd come on the third place here on the first double crochet, and you would slip stitch your first chain. Now you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. You'd skip the one that we just did. Obviously, you're not going to do it on there. You skip the next space and you go into the next one. Now, make sure that you check well, because sometimes, by doing the chain, it looks like you're right on top of the other one. So you skip that one space here and you go into the next one. And we're going to close it with single crochet. We're going to have 8 loops like this by skipping one space always. So 8 chain again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, you skip one space, you go into the next one. And again, you proceed with 8 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, skip one space, you go into the next one. So we're going to do that all the way around until you have 8 loops. Okay, I'll meet you at the end and I'll show you how we're going to close it in. Now we're on the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. We're going to come and we're going to close where we have the first single crochet when we started the first chain. Close it in with slip stitch. Now, only on this first time here, you see where we have our double crochet right underneath the chain. We're going to come in from the side. Okay, do that again. We're going to grab this double crochet where the chain is, where it starts the chain from the side, and we're going to bring our thread to the front. And it's best that you turn it sideways. We're going to do a single crochet on it. Okay, and then you turn your pattern again to the front. Now the loop is back here. We're going to start doing double crochets inside of the first loop where that first chain started. We're going to do 8 double crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochet. Okay, we're going to do a picot, so we go up 3 chain inside of these 2 loops here. We're going to close it with single crochet. Well, slip stitch, I should say, or single crochet if you want to say it. I don't know, I guess. Don't mind me, I'm still learning codes. It's been a real struggle with codes. Okay, so 8 chain again, 8 double crochet inside of the same space. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochet, all in the same space. So we have our first petal. Again, we're going to work on this double crochet where we have the single crochet here with the chain. So you'd come and you'd come from the back into the side. We're going to turn your pattern, your flower, sideways. It will be better for you. And we're going to do a double crochet. And all of the other ones, we're going to repeat the same thing. Again, you turn it to the front. And we're going to work on our paddle right on it. So we're going to do 8 double crochets again, 2, and that's not counting the one we did here, okay? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochet. We're going to do our picot again, so we go up 3 chain where we have the 2 loops here. We're going to close it in, slip stitch becomes a single crochet, and 8 double crochets again on the same space, creating the second petal. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, we're going to work on this double crochet right on top, right underneath the chain stitch doing the petal. We're going to bring our thread, we're going to turn our work, and we're going to create a double crochet here. And then we're going to turn our work again, and we're going to work on our paddle right behind it. So we're going to do 8 double crochets again. And this is how your paddles are created. So continue doing yours, and I'll continue doing mine. And just at the last paddle, I'll come back again and show you how we are going to close it in. Okay? 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3 chain. I'm going to close it in with the 2 loops here and slip stitch, and 8 double crochets again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and this is what our petals are starting to look like. So I'll meet you here on the last one. So we're pretty much to the 8th double crochet on the last petal, and now we're just going to come inside of where we have that first single crochet we did on it at the beginning, and we're going to close it with single crochet again on top of it, so we can have the same effect as the other flowers here. Okay, now you're going to pull your string a little bit, your yarn, whatever you're working with. You're going to pass your needle through the back in the middle, right between the 2 petals. You're going to bring your thread or your yarn to the back like that. Okay, you're going to give it a little bit of a loose on the thread, not too much, just a bit. And you see in the middle of the first petal, we left 1 space behind. So we're going to go right in the middle of that space, and we're going to single crochet. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. We're going to go into the next space of the paddle where we skipped 1 space behind. You see there? So we're going to go right in the middle, and we're going to single crochet. We're making the little loops in the back in order to do our leaves, attached to our pattern. So 4 chain again, come into the next one where we have that space, and do another single crochet, and 4 chain again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next space in between, we're going to go right in the middle, and we're going to single crochet. So we're going to be creating these little loops in the back, as you can see, so we can add leaves into our pattern. 2, 3, and 4. Next space, again the same thing. So you're supposed to have 8 little loops in the back, exactly like the petals, into the middle of the next one. Let's see it right back here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again Whoops. One, two, three, and four. And again into the middle of the next petal. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to put in our first one with a slip stitch, because this is where we started, a slip stitch, and we're going to go up 3 chain on that single that we started, 2, 3 chain. In the next space inside of that loop, we're going to do a double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 chain again, and in the same space we're going to do another double crochet. We're going to make again loops, and on top of the single we're going to do a double crochet. We need to make groups of 3 double crochets together with a separation of 2 chains. So when we come back around, we're going to make the other one here so we can have the group of 3. Okay, so 1, 2, chain again. In the same space we're going to create double crochet, on top of the single crochet here we're going to create another double crochet, and again another double crochet in the next space, in the next loop. So now you got your little groups there with separation of 2. Okay, 1, 2 chain, 2 chain. In the same space as we finish doing this one, we create 1 double crochet. On top of the single crochet we create another double crochet. We're making those groups of 3, and right next to it inside of the next space another double crochet, 2 chain. In the same space again we're going to create a double crochet. On top of the single crochet here we're going to create another double crochet, and on the next space another double crochet. So continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. We're supposed to have 8 of these loops again, you see, after the groups. Okay, so we've reached the end. I've already done that double crochet inside the 2 chain. Remember we started with only 2. Now we're going to do our third one to complete that 3 group, and close it in on the 3rd stitch up here with single. So pretty much we created the 3rd. Cut your thread, your yarn, whatever you're using, tie it in. I like always to finish my patterns up so I don't have to come back to it, and I also like to make a knot right from the beginning so it saves secure. It's never going to come out. And go through the loops back here again, and I'll try to make another knot if I have enough thread. If not, no problem, because at least I got 1 knot in. Okay, so I managed to get 2 knots in, which I normally do. So of course you need to straighten out the poor thing, but it's only going to get straightened once you've laid down on your pattern and have it all straightened out. But here's your beautiful flower. Now I'm going to put the purl on and show you how it's done. Since we did have it going to the front, well, or if you have it in the back, then you need to pass it to the front. Sometimes it goes in so easy. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Okay, so you pull your purl through, grab a smaller needle. Now you have to have it the same direction so it can go straight. So you need to put your needle through the back and see if you're lined up properly. I think this should be it where I'm putting mine. If not, I will have to take it out and realign it again. So I think this is pretty much it. Pretty good. Okay, so then you go through the loops back here. You grab your thread, your yarn, whatever you're using, pull it through the loop back here. Now, of course, it's a little bit tight. Now, like I said, I like to knot all my pieces, so I just bring my thread right inside of that loop, give it a nice pull, and we have our first knot in. This way, when you wash, or whoever you're giving it to is going to wash, nothing is going to come apart. And just go through the loops back here. Sometimes a little bit hard because I have a tight stitch, which is good, gives it a nice patterns, but it's really hard sometimes to get your thread through it. Okay, so I'm going to give it one more knot just to be secure. And then I'm just going to pass it through one more time here just to hide a little bit of that knot. So it makes it nice and professionally done. Okay, so now we're okay, we're good with it. Cut our thread, wait a little bit. So now we have our first flower. Now, with the green, very simple, nothing to it. I have the lettuce green, also a 4-ply, 100% cotton. And we're gonna slip stitch to the knot. We're gonna come to where we have our loops back here, the 2 separation. And we're gonna come in, we're gonna slip stitch, single crochet on it, and we're gonna do 6 chains, sorry. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chain. We're gonna come back into the same place, and we're gonna close it with single crochet. We're gonna do 8 chain now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back into the same place, hide your leftover thread at the same time, and close it with single crochet. So now we're making these little leaves. Again, 6 chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back, and we're going to close it single crochet. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Three chain, we go into the next space, okay, where we have the 2 chain separation there, in the middle of the 2 groups, and we're going to do the 6 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back into the same space, close it with single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back and close it with single crochet. And again 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back and close it with single crochet. 3 chain separation, 2, 3. For some of you that your stitch is too wide, do only too loose, do only 2 chain separation. And back again with single in the next space in between the groups, as you can see here. Try to pull it like that so it doesn't confuse you. Okay. And then do your 6 chain again, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to have 2 times 2 chains of 6 chain stitch and 1 chain of 8 chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back into the middle. Close it with single crochet and 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Back into the middle, same space. Close it. So we're going to have 3 leaves, 6 chain, 8 chain, 6 chain, 3 chain separation, 6 chain, 8 chain, 6 chain, 3 chain separation, 2 and 3, and into the next space in between the 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, sorry, and close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and close it. I'm going to finish mine and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I finished doing the last 6 chains, 1, 2, and 3. 3 chain separation, and come in the first one, and I close it in with a slip stitch. Cut your thread, like that, and just come to the back and come where the 3 chains are, because obviously you're probably going to work on them. If not, doesn't matter. And I am going to try to make a knot. Okay, no problem. So here is our beautiful flower. Then of course, you know, you would adjust it, get those little ends nice and straighten out once you have it on your patterns and things like that. Isn't that beautiful little flower? Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're curious about how the end, this is another flower, people, isn't that gorgeous? So you would, to add these, as you can see, in between the groups of the leaves, where we have that 3 chain, right? We have the 3 chain separation. So I've done 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet inside of the same space. 1 chain separation. No chain separation, sorry. And into the next space, the same thing. 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. And you can use just that 1 line of row to attach your patterns, or if you want to go as big as I did, and then once you finish all of that, you would close in. As you can see here, I didn't finish because I need to attach it to my pattern. Okay, and then you would pretty much do a single crochet only on the first double crochet, and then proceed double crochet, double crochet. So now it would be considered 3, 2 inside of the 2 chain, 1 chain separation, 2 more in the same space. So we have 4 in the same space with 1 chain separation, 1 double crochet overlapping the double crochet from the previous row, the next one, and then 1 single crochet on the last one, because it would be the same thing as the first one. No separation, go directly with a single crochet, double crochet, 2 inside of the space, 1 chain, 2 more inside of the space, double crochet, and 1 single on the last one. So very simple to make. Okay. Well, my friends, I thank you so much for being part of this journey again and creating this beautiful flower with me. I will leave the link to this table runner on the description box, which I'm still working on part 2. It's not done. So you can have a look at it and maybe it interests you to create the same table runner. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm very grateful and very blessed to have all of you as part of my journey with me. I can't thank you enough, and please stay safe, and thank you so much again. God bless. Bye-bye until next time.